Hey there, fellow revolutionaries. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Nex Revolution, episode 16, Growing Investment. You want to see an Invictus get dropped out? I mean, I like them. They're just maybe the most expensive ship to run. So I wouldn't necessarily complain about getting a free Invictus, but I'm not likely to use it like this century because of their running cost. All right, next, what should we do? So I can, I'm going to use this saved poll, but when I say nest egg, it also could be investing in our current colonies. I just don't want to have to type it all back out. Oh, Slipstream, I love you. It's going straight to Albari. Oh, that's just beautiful. All right. Store, store, store. I'm actually going to store the other ships as well. That I just got. So I'm not going to raffle them off just now, except for the salvage ship. The salvage ship is going to come with me. So I'm going to do efficiency and cargo on it. Actually, what is its cargo storage? It sucks. Its crew capacity and fuel capacity are basically 0. I don't really know what systems to put on a salvage ship other than efficiency overhaul. The civilian grade hull is improved with the talent point I already run, which is bulk transport. So having it be non-civilian doesn't make sense. I could, does it have space for surveying equipment? Yeah, I could just have permanent survey equipment it's attached to it. That works. So it is now the Nex Unraveled. Meaning that there's one more giveaway. Cool. Looks to me like you guys want me to build up a nest egg by running paid missions. I am cool with that. I'm probably, in order to do that, it's going to require me to move around a lot. So I'm going to pull Dave out of Dry Dock, the Sunder out of Dry Dock, and then I might want to use the new hammerheads and use the monitors. So 3 monitors, 2 hammerheads. The reason for the... Actually, I really like... I don't want to run such a big fleet that it's expensive to run. But these are pretty small ships. They're not going to be too expensive to run around with. And one of the reasons to run around with them is they have demods. So I will be actively undemodding them as we run, which is kind of nice. So 3 monitors, 2 hammerheads, and then the original Shrike and Medusa. I think it's reasonable. I'll sign. So this gives me enough of a force to be able to take out most small fleets that I need to take out for probe missions and whatnot. But I'm going to auto-fit these ships not at my own system, because I basically, well, yeah, no, I'll do the initial auto-fit here. Because I can say don't buy from market, use from storage. And then maybe make some changes back in core. So I think I have 2 unraffled chips. I have 1 monitor and the salvage rig. Okay. Freckles, you ask if you still exist? You do. You're in one of the hammerheads. So the reason why not to get a 3rd colony is the player can directly govern 2 colonies. Any additional colony will require hiring administrators, and administrator pay is rather high. So you can have up to 3 administrators. As you can see, administrators in use 0 out of 3. I wouldn't have AI administrators just yet because the hegemony will eat me alive if I did that. But because of the administrator pay being 20k, unless the planet's netting more than 20k, it really isn't worth the... Well, it's kind of worth the investment in that the planet will grow and your earnings will grow, but Vortex and Stormguard could still use a significant amount of investment, so that's what I'm earning money for. Alright, this is a bigger fleet than I'm used to running around with. So the other thing is, how fast do we move? Prometheus needs to move a bit faster, I think. So refit, get rid of overhaul, and add Ogdrive. Okay, so they're all moving at 9+. Cool. All right, we are good to run missions. So this is our big fleet to run around with missions. So it's a little expensive, but it's I'm okay with it because I'm removing demods, so it's serving 2 purposes. Orbital Habitat Macultus. Let's do that. And then I'll go back to core to find new ones. So I'll just go over to pair, do a slip surge over to Macultus, and because Orbital Habitat has really nice stuff, so I like stuff. Oh, and that's the raffle timers, right? So first thing, we'll do the salvage rig. Stochastic turtle. The turtle rig. Next turtle. And then the monitor. Oh, Fraggle's the monitor. Well, I'm going to put Fraggles. You're going to be in your own monitor. That won't always stay true, but it's at least true for now. Now, I didn't bother going to the core worlds, so let's take a look. Light mortars. Okay, so these hammerheads are designed horribly. They do have railguns, that's okay, but the light mortars are really, really, really dumb. I don't even know why we didn't put PD in them. But whatever, I'm not doing that right now. We're not about to go to like a big scale battle, so the how well designed the ships are is not of much consequence. And the demod of Vortex has already been cleared. Same with Kadath. We are clearing the demods fast. The smaller the ship, the quicker the demod removals, and we have a bunch of small ships, so the demod removals will be very rapid, I think. So, some distance away from the center, that's all it says. Oh, there goes Reaver's demod. Oh, I think we already know where it is. Oh no, that's a derelict ship. Oh, I don't have a lot of fuel. Dave's fuel is fixed. Nice. Oh, there it is. Got it. Whoa, that was a lot of food. Before we head back to core, we haven't really gone through Occultus, and apparently there's a lot of stuff here that I overlooked before, so going to want to do a careful examination before we leave. I'm also not the only ones here, but they don't seem to be hostile towards me, which is good. Okay, at this point, the tech mining says these ruins have been combed through. The chance for finding a few new finds still remains, but there's no more juicy stuff left there, which makes sense. We've been tech mining for maybe a year now, something like that. A little over a year, actually. I think because the start of this stream was January 20th. 212, so it's been at least a little over a year. Probably a year and a half. Wow. There's almost no demods anywhere. Like, every ship had one or two, and now no ships. Most ships have none. There's 3 ships left with demods. That's pretty ridiculous. The skill that removes demods, I love it. I think it's not balanced. There's not another skill in the game that I think is stronger. I'll put it that way. Because not only does it remove demods, but it... ships lost in combat have a 75% chance, if 60 deployment points are higher, or 90% chance to avoid demods when they're destroyed. They're almost always recoverable. It removes demods per month, and increases the max combat readiness for all ships as well. Like, oh my god, it does so many things. It's ridiculous. Oh nice, that ship told us the location of weapons cache. I'm a little worried about the amount of fuel that I have, but so I'm going to go to Abraxas instead and pick up some new missions in core. So the money to clear would probably be... Well, I suppose I could ask what to buy first. Commerce. What to invest in first. Commerce at 450k. Or the alternative would be Stormguard's Megaport at 300k. I'm gonna be able to earn the 300k first, but I think there's a lot more money to be made in getting commerce. The only issue with commerce is it will drop the stability of Vortex down to like 0. So if I went with commerce, I would probably also have to pair that with something to add stability, like like getting rid of the active Ludic path cells, removing Freeport, or something. because Vortex's stability is rather low, or upgrading the battle station, something to add stability bonus here, because it is a rather unstable planet at the moment. So Braxis just had a distress call. I'm going to save first. But yeah, we'll check out the distress call. Was it real? No? Special maneuvers. Yeah, it was a fake call. Oh god, double special maneuvers? Can you guys piss off? I don't mind using story points for this because we'll get a bunch of bonus XP, which is useful later on down the line. But yeah, I should have known. Just a bunch of pirates looking to kill me. Not an actual distress call. Oh, Fraggles, you're all fixed. Oh, not all fixed up. Almost fixed up. Oh, there is a slipstream straight to our homeworld. That's nice. So I'm going to want to refuel and resupply and then get ready for some more missions. There was a question about this server data. I'm just going to buy that back. I sold it to them. But I wanted, for role-playing reasons, to hold on to all the Tier 5 survey data so that I'm not supplying information to any of the core worlds about where the nicest planets are. So, what missions are out there right now? Domain Era Probe, Domain Era Probe. What's our relation with Hedge? Oh, neutral, 6. The church is about to be inhospitable. The reason why I'm not going to do church missions, or actually someone that knows Nexerelin more than I do, I have a question for you. If the church becomes hostile to me, does that drag their alliance in hostilities to me, or am I still good? Because one of the things I'm considering is if the church goes hostile, I don't have a full understanding of the ramifications of that, but assuming that the alliance would be voting, okay. Because the church has a world that I wanted, and I could try to buy Marines to invade to take that world from them, which is Alpha, this one, Grocklin. It's a very small world. It should be pretty easy to invade and take control of. But this would have been a really nice world to own. But I think the time to make military moves is not now, because I don't have the economy to back up a military. So I'm gonna do some church missions, as unpalatable as that feels to me, because I am not ready to go to war with them. God, the level of misclicking. So I'm on pretty good terms at the moment with the Hedge. I also might want to dump some of the ships that I've got. that had their demods removed to make it cheaper to run around. I do find it weird that deficits for drugs won't yield profits. That must be a Nexerelin thing. Oh, content wants food, too. Okay. There's not a lot of profit margin on food, but stabilizing Contadin is something I would want to do anyway. So all the ships that have their demods removed, I'm just going to store for now. We're not really looking to jump into fights anyway. Leaving just a few ships left. So while I'm doing core missions, I can also do smuggling too. I'm not above that. Okay, we got pretty good cargo. Got as much cargo as I'm going to have access to. So we almost hit the 4K to be able to smuggle to them. That's good. Get a whole bunch of fuel so I don't run out. And I have a bit too much crew. There. Old survey data that isn't 5s I can sell. Alright, looking good. Back to core. Check the alliance traits? Sure. Huh, I'm a potential member. That's weird. So it has a hierarchical alignment for the trait. And I am not hierarchical. But honestly, I could be. That doesn't really go against my beliefs as long as we remain technocratic. Technocratic is the only one that I'm not willing to compromise on. So yeah. I'm aligning my beliefs to avoid massive hostilities with Hedge, but it really puts us in alignment with Sindrian, which is just by chance. You meant for each faction? Oh. Well, I mean, the diplomatic profiles for the church are here. So slightly aligned towards us. Path is oddly slightly aligned. Dictat's very aligned. Pirates are aligned. I'm not really sure what you're asking to see, but there you go. Damn, some of these fleets are massive. I feel very overshadowed. All right, there's some money. So I'm going to have to pay a little bit of taxes for the resources withdrawn, meaning that I might go into debt for a month or two while I build commerce. I'm okay with that. briefly going into debt to make a lot more money seems reasonable to me. Alright, let's go hover around a church world, hoping to pick comms up on, let's go over there. Pick up on comms for potential missions, just to smooth things over for the church, because we don't want open hostilities with them. Oh, well, that works. Never mind, I don't need to do that anymore. We had official aid, apparently, and plus 17. Because, yeah, I don't want to make them love us, but I don't want to make them hate us either. One demod left. I'm just trying to get paid for the exploration. I'll take that. I don't know if I'll get out to that one or this one, but I can try. So we just picked up a whole bunch of missions. Oh, failed deal. We just lost 16 to hedge. As long as we're staying above, like, I would say for factions, we want to stay above minus 35. Most of the random events will be plus or minus 15 or so. So staying above negative 35 means we're above going immediately at open hostilities. So we're very close to a lot of churches at negative 32. But I don't think the next random diplomatic event's going to be minus 18 or greater. Meaning that it's okay. Oh, shoot. Vortex's stability is way low. Because there was a unfortunate Luddic Path event. I'm going to have to deal with those Pathers eventually. I'm going to remove Freeport for now, so that we're not zero stability. But, taking some of those super ships out of dry dock. I probably only need one onslaught, to be honest, to take out a Luddic Path base. Might be something we need to do. Because it's... I was hoping to avoid having to deal with that, but it's becoming untenable. Also, there's a decent amount of colony crisis built up, so we'll be able to wipe out a whole bunch of colony crisis progress by blowing up a Pather base. I could hire an agent to remove lead cells, but I don't mind blowing up a path base anyway. So what are we here for? It is a probe at the heart, so it should be around the star. There's a pirate base out here somewhere, but they're not going to mess with us. And we are without demods. Nice. Got a free gamma core out of that, too. Why are you chasing me? I'm not coming to blow your pirate base up. I actually rather like you pirates. Phantom transport. Is this advanced ground support? But it doesn't... It serves the same purpose as the Valkyrie. It's just stealthier. But also rather higher maintenance. I'm not too worried about demods now that I have hull restoration. Yeah, I'm not going to take it. It's really not a bad ship, but I just don't think I need it. Ooh, I didn't realize how tiny of a combat fleet I have. It should be okay. Phantoms are good smugglers, yeah. I like Revenants for smuggling, or mules. Shielded mules are really nice for smuggling, because even if you get picked up by pickets, you've got shielded cargo. But also, I've not really done any smuggling in this run. We haven't voted on it, so I'm not too worried about, like, trying to get a good smuggling fleet, as there's been very low interest from you all to smuggle. Also, low profits, too. No one... Oh, my engines are blown out. I just noticed. Yeah, I'm just gonna save scum this. Yeah, since I can't make profit on selling drugs. Oh man, we are really far back. Is there a better load? No. Because, yeah, there isn't a lot of profits for drugs, my interest in smuggling is approximately 0, as they're just... If I can't make money on it, who the hell cares, right? Yeah, I don't know if it's a Nex thing or something, but, like, there's just no, there's been 0 money, drug running for some reason. Feels like there's been less shortage this patch. It also doesn't help that, like, the entire galaxy that I'm playing with right now is all owned by Hedge. More or less. Because when you have one giant dictatorship. Yeah, so here's a good example. There's a 800 deficit at Reinhardt, but I could only make 6 credits per unit of drugs smuggled there, and that is the most deficited planet with the highest demand and deficit. So yeah, there's almost no money smuggling drugs. There's a little bit of money black marketing volatiles, obviously, to Contest Den, or in this case, to some random Hedge world. But yeah, there's just there's virtually no profit margins on most of this stuff. Meaning that my interest in smuggling this stuff is near 0. So let me fix up my fleet again, because I screwed it up and I ran too few ships and got myself nuked. So I apologize for that. Sucked, but you know, oh well. So I'll try to do it quickly. Man, they designed this weird. Whatever, that's good enough. Is there any of the lost raffle names? I don't think so. Okay. So this time around, I'll run with just a slightly more ships so that I can't get smushed like that. And then get back to the core to mess about. Picking up whatever missions I can for whatever pay that will be offered. So I feel like 600 is enough with these. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should put survey equipment in here instead. That would be smarter. All right. Looks good. I'm going to autofill my captains. Okay. Good. Take some more heavy machinery so that I can actually do surveys if the missions call for it. And then I'm going to bring some of the random stuff that's here back to core for sale. As long as I'm not over capacity. Grab more fuel. And speaking of fuel, I'll top up. I am feeling super hypoglycemic. I have not eaten enough today. So I'm just gonna go run and grab, like, I feel like, yeah, I don't know if it ever happens to you guys, but like when you're obviously not burning calories, you're burning fat because you just forgot to eat, because that's how I'm feeling right now. Jittery and hot and just, I'm not thinking right. So I think a quick scoop of peanut butter or something like that will make my brain a little happier with me. I'll do that once I get to Contadent, because I do have I even forgot the vols. I was like, oh, I should smuggle vols, and like completely forgot. So I'll be picking up core missions here, but I have to run just for a second. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Nex Revolution, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 9th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. And if you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow revolutionaries.